Head coach Jared Van Acker. Did I get that right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Jared, 9-3, first season at the school. Talk about last year a little bit.
I mean, it was exciting and at the same time kind of stressful taking over a prominent program like Battlefield High School, taking over, trying to fill the shoes of a local legend in Northern Virginia with Coach Cox. But I feel like the kids really responded real well to me and, played lights out throughout the entire year. And we lost a nail biter to Lake Braddock in the state or region quarterfinals. And, so overall, a very good first year. Our ultimate goal every year is to win the whole thing, win the state championship. So we're a couple steps shy of that. So the kids worked real hard in the off season to maybe possibly get in that mix for this year.
First year coaches kind of get a free pass. They're implementing their new systems and building their culture, putting their own stamp on things. When you have that kind of success the first year, what are the expectations like coming off of a year like that?
Well, I mean, the expectations is for our kids to learn the philosophy, the offense and defense, the special teams that much better and be able to execute that much better. And that's kind of our mindset going into this off season. Now that they had a full year under my tutelage and a little bit more of a spread offense added with the traditional Battlefield eye. It allows for our guys to really embrace what we did last year and take it to the next level. So we've been doing 7-on-7s. We had a team camp at ODU where we took 80-plus kids for about 3-4 days, and we went down all the way to 7-5-7 and scrimmage against other teams. And then, of course, when we started preseason, you could definitely tell we're light years ahead of where we were at this time last year.
Right. You guys returned a lot of players from last year's team?
Yeah, we returned, pretty much almost 6-7 starters on both sides of the ball, which is really nice going into this upcoming year. There's a lot of experience. A lot of kids got a lot of playing time throughout the year. Last year we had, 4 or 5 sophomore starters last year, so now they're seasoned veterans and they're only juniors.
Right.
So the sky's the limit for those guys, and we're a very experienced team coming back. We had a great, solid JV team last year, so that's getting added to the mix as well. So the expectations are high here at Battlefield.
The word on the street, you guys have some explosive, that's the word everyone said, explosive talent on the field this season. Talk about some of the players to look out for.
I mean, you got to start off with Braylon Franklin. Braylon just committed to Penn State. If you could say explosive, that's Braylon Franklin in a nutshell. He finished with 18 sacks and only 8 games at nose guard. He started out the year at corner, and then we had a couple of injuries up front. We had to put him down, and it was lightning in a bottle. So he's pretty explosive. We're going to use him a little bit more on the offensive side of the ball as a receiver. Get the ball out in his hands, out in space, and let him make plays and make you look good as a coach. We have Chris Farrell back. He was a 1,000-plus yard rusher last year. He shared the running back duties with 3 other running backs, including more of a power back, Sean Green. He's back again this year. Chris had 10 touchdowns. I think Sean had 8 touchdowns last year. So you got a lot of experience in the running back. But I think, many games, many championships are won right there in the trenches. And we returned 4 offensive linemen that are 6'3", 260 plus.
Right.
And they got that experience coming back. And we have a sophomore who's about 6'3", 300 pounds to add to that mix. So that's exciting when you have that up front.
Right.
And then on defense, you got our middle linebacker Josh King coming back. He was an all-state performer as a sophomore. Having that experience coming back. Right next to him, Theo Key. He's a senior. He had all-district nominations. So having all that explosive athletes all across the field allows us to play fast-paced offense and defense.
When you have that much talent coming back, are you tempted to throw more at them as far as play selection goes, or just kind of build on what you did last year, knowing that they already grasped it?
But I mean, football is an easy game of X's and O's. It's one big chess match. Your opponent's going to move their pieces. You got to move their pieces to counter their moves. And I think every coach is, keep it simple kind of philosophy. Don't overwhelm your guys. We already run pretty much a college offense and a college defense, so if our kids can grasp what we do right now, we don't really put a whole lot new. We just do what Battlefield does.
I know it's early in preseason. How would you kind of rate where you are right now? You where you want to be at this point, or?
Oh, I'm always striving for perfection and excellence, knowing full well you can never attain it. So I'd say we're at like a B plus, C minus or C plus, somewhere around there. We got a lot to improve on. Things like conditioning. Working on the small things. That kind of stuff. The overall spectrum of the program right now is very well at this time point.
Well, I appreciate you taking a few minutes with us. We're going to check back in with you as the season goes on and the preseason goes on. And you can follow us all on RebelRunSports.com. Coach Jared Van Acker, Battlefield High School. Look forward to a good season and good luck.
Thanks, sir.